Welcome everyone to our Hatha yoga class. My name is Tammy and I'll be guiding you through the next hour. Our focus is on the pelvic floor muscles. Good for women, good for men, good for everybody. So working through our postures, our poses, and through movement, it really helps, yoga movement, it really helps us to strengthen those pelvic floor muscles, everything that we need. Okay, so we'll begin lying on our back. Come to the side of your body, lie on your back. Knees are bent. Place your hands palms down onto your tummy. Let the shoulders rest. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Feeling the softness of the ground below you. And then slowly start to let your body melt into the ground. Palms down. Shoulders start to settle. Finding your neutral spine, the natural S-curve of your spine. If you notice that your lower back is really lifting off of the ground, use your breath here to help it to settle. So that exhale breath, letting your body settle. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose, the Ujjayi breath. Feeling your breath come into the back of your throat. Expanding through the rib cage, through your chest, through your tummy with the inhale breath, exhale breath, breathing all that stale air out. Breathing into your armpits. Feel your body start to settle. Feel yourself tuning in to your breath, feelings that are moving through your body, all those sensations. If your eyes are closed, please open up your eyes. Lifting up through the pelvic floor muscles. They wrap around in a circle. So lifting up, pulling up like an elevator, and then releasing them. Doing that again, lifting your pelvic floor muscles up. They wrap around like a circle, so really pull up and then release. Pulling those pelvic floor muscles up and then releasing. Drawing your navel in towards the spine, pulling in and then release. Pull in, nice and strong again, pull back and then release. One more time, draw the navel in, pull back towards the spine, and then release. Taking both of your knees in towards the chest, give yourself a little squeeze. Rock side to side. Hold center. Rock forward and back. Tuck that chin in just slightly and release. Again, knees into the chest. Let your body soften into the ground. Shoulders soften. Here, we're going to do a little change to this cradle movement. Knees into the chest and exhale here. So inhale first. Exhale, hold. Inhale, take your feet down to the ground. Exhale, take your knees into the chest. You can alternate one knee in and then the other with your exhale breath. Inhale, take one foot down and then the other foot down to the ground. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Inhale breath, take one foot down and then the other. Exhale, draw the knees in towards the chest. Let yourself settle. Inhaling and exhaling, hold. Now with pelvic floor dysfunction, it could be tied to a tight lower back that many studies have shown. So just letting your lower back settle into the ground. Okay, inhale breath, take both feet down, one foot and then the other. Exhale, draw those knees in towards the chest. Adding the arms this time. Inhale, take your feet down to the ground, arms above the head. Exhale, draw the knees in. Engage your bandhas, your pelvic floor muscles. Inhale, draw the feet down, arms above the head. So pull up. Exhale, take the knees in. One more time. Inhale, draw the feet down. Exhale, draw the knees in and hold. Take one foot down and then the other foot down towards the ground. Hands, palms down towards the ground. Inhale, draw one foot up off the ground, floating it up. Engage your core muscles. Exhale, take the foot down. Inhale, draw your other foot off the ground, about a 90-degree bend at the knee, and then exhale, take the foot down. Inhale, other foot lifts. Exhale, take that foot down, floating. Keep engaging your core muscles. So draw up through the pelvic floor muscles, about a 30% contraction. Exhale, take your foot down. Inhale, take your other foot off the ground, floating up. Exhale, drawing down. Drawing your navel towards your spine. Again, the same idea, 30% contraction. Inhale, lifting your other foot off the ground, floating it up. Exhale, releasing your foot down towards the ground. Palms down towards the ground. Here, we're going to get our block. I put my block on the wrong side. So I'm just going to get my block. It's the foam block. Placing your block between the knees. Or your cushion too. So it doesn't matter if you don't have a block, use a little cushion. Just need something to hold. It'll help to contract Pull up through the pelvic floor muscles. Palms down again towards the ground. Ankles, knees, and hips in line with one another. It might be a little bit closer here though. See if you can touch your heels. Inhale, draw your pelvis up towards the sky to bridge, never looking around, of course, with bridge. Exhale, draw your pelvis down towards the ground. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, drawing down. So we're doing flowing movements through all of the postures right now. Inhale, drawing up. Exhale, drawing down. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, draw down. Hear your breath. Inhale again, coming up. Exhale down. 2 more times through. You can have your block a medium width way also. Exhale, drawing down. Okay, and hold. Taking both of your feet off the floor. You're still holding your block, and then the medium width way, I'm going to place the block in between my knees. And then that way I know that it's ankles, knees, hips in line with one another for myself. Relax your shoulders. Engage your core muscles, so lift up to the pelvic floor muscles. Draw your heels down towards the ground with a nice inhale breath. Exhale, coming up, 90-degree bend. Inhale, draw down, always just looking straight up. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, draw down. Exhale, come back. Inhale, draw down 2 more times. Pull the navel in towards the spine. 1 more time. Exhale. Draw up. Release the block. Take 1 foot down to the ground and then the other foot down towards the ground. Let's hold bridge here. Draw the pelvis up towards the sky. Lift up through the pelvic floor muscles. Drawing your knees away from your pelvis as if they're being pulled away, and then drawing up through the pelvic floor muscles. And then coming down towards the ground, releasing. Take both the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock side to side. And then release. Take 1 foot down and then the other foot down towards the ground. Right arm comes overhead. Roll over to the side of the body and then make your way up to cat-cow. Find the neutral spine, the natural S curve of your spine, so that you're not tipping down too much or lifting up too much. Just give yourself a little shake here. Wag through the tail. Heels, come back with your bottom towards the heels and then head forward. Back and forward. Okay, cat-cow. Spread your fingers out, wrists underneath your shoulders. Relax through the shoulders. Draw them down your back. Navel to spine. Lift up through the pelvic floor muscles. Inhale. We're going to be, I should say before we do this, always work through the tailbone first. Inhale, come in to cow. So tailbone lifting, and then the heart up to the sky. Exhale to cat, tailbone first, and then upper part of your back. Exhale, inhale, tailbone first, to cow, and then the upper part of your back, heart shines up. Exhale to cat, tailbone first, head down, big stretch, arch for cat, tailbone moving first for cow with a nice big inhale. Exhale, cat, big arch, tailbone, and then head down. Inhale, tailbone. Heart shines up, cow. One more time, big arch for cat, tailbone first. And then release, neutral spine, natural S-curve of your spine. And then shift back into the heels and curl the toes. For child's pose, arms forward or the head, or your arms to the side, sorry, and then forehead rest. Here we're just relieving pressure into the lower back again. Releasing out of child's pose to all fours, toes down towards the ground. Step forward with the right hand, left hand, and come up into downward facing dog. Alternate knee bends. Bend through both of your knees, lift your hands, walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Your hands may slide up your shins or wider. It helps just to open up through the chest. And then exhale, release. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Knees have that bend in them to help flatten through the back. Keep it straight. Exhale, release. Engage your leg muscles through your foundation, your feet, and then make your way all the way up. Arms above the head. Exhale. Hands to the heart center. We'll use our block again, our foam block. Hold your block between your legs, like that. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. So this is, it's actually the smallest width. Relax through your shoulders. Draw the tailbone down. Feel your foundation, root yourself down and towards the ground. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, holding that block between your thighs. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. All the way up. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, 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 flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. One more time. Tailbone down. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Head hangs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Mountain pose. Place your hands, palms turned towards the front, standing up tall, tailbone again, down towards the ground. Keep lifting up through the pelvic floor muscles. Feel your foundation through the feet here on your big toe mound, baby toe mound, pressing down into the ground, and then on each side of the heels, lift up through the arches of your feet. Engage your quadriceps, so contract them. Think about drawing your kneecaps up towards the pelvis. Shoulders are relaxed. Close your eyes. Keep holding your block, squeezing and lifting up. Then open up your eyes. Just give yourself a little shake here. Move side to side. Chair pose, still holding your block. Chair pose. We're doing this as a flowing movement again. Okay, so when we come down towards the ground, so it's going to be, we're up and then we're going to go down. We're stretching out our pelvic floor muscles when we go down. So, and then lifting them up when we come up. Okay, so use your breath. Sitting back into the squat. Inhale. Sit down into the squat. Your arms may come ahead. Exhale. Hold. Okay. Try that again. We're going to change the breath. Inhale, hold. Exhale, come down. Inhale up. Lift up. Exhale down. Inhale up. My arms are forward with my thumbs pointing up towards the sky to make it easier on my shoulders. Inhale, come down. Exhale, come down. Sorry about that. Inhale, coming up, checking that your knees are not passing your toes. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And then hold. Okay, let's remove the block. Let's place it to the side here. Warrior 2. I'm just going to come to this side of my mat. Bend through both of your knees and step your right foot back all the way. Nice big lunge here, and then turn on the ball of your foot and your heel is down towards the ground. Lining up your heels, or that front heel with the back arch. Here, I want you to really think about using your leg muscles. Pressing down into the heels, using your leg muscles, so engaging those muscles. Your knee, left knee is straight ahead. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, sink down into warrior 2. Your upper body over top of your pelvis. Keep pressing down into the heels, engaging your leg muscles, lifting up through the pelvic floor muscles. Looking over your middle finger. Your shoulders are relaxed, drawing away from the ears. Releasing, bending both knees, and then step right to left. Shift through the hips. Into the other side. Bend through both of those knees. Step back with the left foot. And then turn on the ball of the foot, heels in line, or that front heel in line with the back arch. Root yourself down into the ground, press down into the heels. Inhale, sweep your arms up to shoulder height. Exhale down, engage your leg muscles. Lift up through the pelvic floor muscles. Keep releasing through the shoulders. Checking your upper body over top of the pelvis. And that right knee straight ahead. Keep focusing. Releasing your arms, bend through the knees, and then step left through to the right. Good, and a little shift here. Wide-legged forward fold. It's going to open up with my right leg here. So everyone open up with the right leg, bend through the knees, and step back with the right leg, and then turn so you're on the ball of the foot and toes all pointing forward. This is quite wide. All your toes point forward here again, so just check. Your tailbone again is down to the floor. Coming down into wide-legged forward fold with bent knees to help keep the back straight. Inhale. Exhale, bend to the knees, folding forward, keep lifting up through the pelvic floor muscles. Draw the navel in towards the spine so the knees are bent. Hands, take them down to the ground, parallel with your feet. Now, if you need to be wider, just heel toe your feet a little bit further away from each other here. And this will also help you get closer to the ground. So hands again, parallel with the feet. Elbows are pointing through your inner thighs, and let the crown of the head come down towards ground. Lifting up to the pelvic floor muscles. With the inhale breath, making your way out, walk the hands forward. Okay, that lovely one, opening up the hamstrings here. That's what we were doing into the groin muscles. And then let's exhale, come up to halfway lift. Place your hands onto your hips, bend the knees, and inhale, come up to a small back bend. Shine your heart up. Upper part of your back, exhale, releasing, bend through the knees, and then step right in to the left. And a little shift here. Balasana, sitting down into a deeper squat here. You may sit down onto a chair also, but just really think about lifting up through the pelvic floor muscles. So we're opening up into the pelvic floor muscles when we sit down into this deeper squat. Turn your toes out. So toes out on the sides of your mat. Sit down into the squat. Here, you also may use a wall. Keeping your back straight. So straight. Elbows, pressing them into your inner thighs. Hands to your heart center, pressing your hands together. Lift up through the pelvic floor muscles. Imagine there's a wall behind you. Press those elbows into the insides of your knees. Slowly come out of Balasana and come forward, let the head hang, and then heel, toe your feet in, let yourself hang. And then inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale all the way up, ground yourself into the ground, feel your foundation. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Okay, think about when you have your tailbone down to the ground too, as if it's heavy. So heavy down towards the ground. Okay, let's make our way down towards the ground here. Back into all fours. And that little shift your body again. Relax through those shoulders. Hold all fours here. And then inhale, take your right arm and left leg up, left toes down towards the ground. Your right thumb up towards the sky. So your palms turned in, and then we're holding this little plank tabletop. Keep breathing, drawing your navel in. So you're engaging those core muscles, your bandhas. And slowly release into the other side. Left arm lifts, right leg lifts, thumb, shoulder height. Inhale and exhale. Keep holding, keep breathing. Pull everything into the center, midline of your body. So pulling in, pulling your skin into your muscles into your bones. Keep holding. Toes down towards the ground, making it stronger. Slowly release into child's pose. Again, arms forward or by the sides. You choose what is going to work for you. Sit back into the heels. Releasing, come to all fours, and then coming onto your tummy for locust. Locust will be next here. So on your tummy, let the right cheek rest on the ground, arms by the sides. Just take a moment here for Shavasana on your tummy. Okay, turning our head, so nose towards the ground or chin towards the ground, and then inhale, lifting your head up, your arms up, your legs up, hold the navel in, lift up through the pelvic floor muscles, keep holding, keep lengthening out, keep lengthening, 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 keep lifting higher, higher, and then exhale, releasing locust, let the left cheek rest on the ground, Shavasana on your tummy. Coming out of locust coming out into Shavasana to locust again. So turn the head, chin or nose to the ground, and then lifting up. Your palms may face your body to make it just a little bit easier on your shoulders. Keep lifting pubic bone down, but lifting up through the pelvic floor muscles. Draw the navel in, lift higher. Keep lifting, thinking about the glutes and the hamstrings contracting for support through the pelvic floor muscles. Keep lifting and then release. Let the right cheek rest on the ground. If you find that you were really pointing through the toes and they're needing a little stretch, you may put your toes down towards the ground here. Releasing out of Shavasana, come into all fours here, and then turn over to your side into happy baby. So come to the side, you'll roll down. Okay, take both knees into the chest again, and then turn your knees out to each side. So we're really opening up through the pelvic floor muscles just to open them up. And then also you're helping to release into the lower back. Now you may hold onto your ankles. You may hold underneath of your knees into the knee pits, sides of your feet, or your big toes, your peace fingers. And then just let yourself settle into this posture, moving side to side at first, because this is such a, I love this pose, or just the joy of it, and that rocking movement. And then come back to the center, and then you may hold and really open up through the pelvic floor muscles. Letting your lower back soften into happy baby. Releasing out of happy baby. Take your knees in the chest, give yourself a squeeze. Take your right foot and left foot down towards the ground. Take your right arm up and then turn over just to the side. The head is going to just rest softly onto your arm. You may use a pillow too if you need. That's of course okay. Knees bent. Having your heels in line with your bottom for clam. Attach the inside of your feet together, lift up through the pelvic floor muscles. Arm may be in front, resting onto your hip. And then inhale, open up through the top leg, and then exhale down. Inhale, open, keep lifting up through the pelvic floor muscles. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. We'll do 8, 4 more. You have 8 all together. Draw the navel in, nice and slow and controlled. Keep lifting up. Nice big opening. And one more time. Exhale, releasing. Okay, I'm just going to roll over to my other side. I'm just going to turn over. You may just roll over to your other side though. So set yourself up again so that your heels are in line with your bottom. Head rests. You may just tip your chin down, lift up through the pelvic floor muscles. And here we go. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. We have 2 more. And releasing. Making your way to bridge again. We have to have our block handy here. So our foam block or your pillow. Place it in between your legs, your knees again. And it's the middle width here. Okay. the medium width, I should say, not the middle. Okay, palms down towards the sky. This time, draw the hips up and hold. Keep lifting through the pelvic floor muscles. Keep lifting. And then take your pelvis down towards the ground. Legs come up into the air. Now I'm going to change my width of my block. I'm going to have it at the smallest width. So my legs will be closer together. Okay, here you may have your knees bent, and we did this one before. We're taking our heels down to the ground, or you're going to have the legs straight. Palms down towards the ground. Inhale, coming down towards the ground with the heels. Keep lifting up through the pelvic floor muscles, and then exhale, make your way up. Inhale down. Keep lifting up through the pelvic floor muscles. Draw the navel in. Exhale down. And then one more time. And then exhale up. Release, take your block away, bend through those knees, feet down towards the ground. This bridge will have a one leg lift with it. So imagine that you're stepping onto the ceiling here, so flat foot. So a little flex through the foot, and then draw the pelvis up towards the sky with an inhale breath, make it flowing. Never looking around, and then exhale, come down. Lift up through the pelvic floor muscles. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. We have one more. And then exhale. And then release. Bend through the knee. Other side. Okay, bending. Flex that foot. Inhale, make your way up. Lift up through the pelvis. And then exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keep breathing nice and strong. Your glutes and hamstrings, they counterbalance the pelvic floor muscles. So thinking about not overly contracting them, but you are noticing that they are tightening up. One more together. And releasing. Under the knees, knees into the chest. Okay. Now they take both feet down to the ground. Open up your legs. So knees are bent. Open up your legs to butterfly. Okay, you will notice that this is a nice big opening into our pelvis here, inner thighs, pelvic floor muscles. We may need support for our knees though. So if you have two cushions, you may place one cushion on one side and then on the other side of your leg. So just underneath your knees to have that support. blocks will work too. Just feel that opening into the pelvis. And by having that support underneath the knees, the cushions, or whatever it is, it could be a blanket, a towel, it really does help you to just release into this opening, into this pose, so that you can just settle. Coming out of reclined butterfly, taking your knees in, and then knees into the chest. Hold, give yourself a squeeze. Take both feet down to the ground. Cross your right foot, your right ankle, over the left ankle. Wrap your hands around the left leg, figure 4 here. Flexing both of your feet. So we're doing the opposite pose, what we just did. So opening up through the front of the body. Now we're opening up into the right side of the hip, and then we will be changing sides and only the left side. Releasing, take the foot down to the ground, and then cross your left ankle over the right knee. Wrap your hands around, thread the needle, figure 4. Let yourself settle. You may push into the inside of the left knee with your hand, palm. Just to add that bigger opening by pressing into the inside of the knee. And then releasing, take your foot down, uncross. Okay, both knees into the chest one more time. Releasing. Take your legs up and over to the right side. Arms may be in line with your shoulders. So they could be straight, or you have that bend at the elbows. Turn your head the opposite way of your legs. Close your eyes. And then head comes back to the center. Legs come up and over, use your core muscles. And then coming over to the other side, I'm just going to scooch my body in here. Arms in line with your shoulders. They may be straight or the bend at the elbows. Turn your head the opposite way of your legs. Head draw back to the center. Use your core muscles and then draw legs back and hug. And then you may do whatever other movement or posture you would like to before Shavasana, and then getting yourself ready for Shavasana. So just take your time. Shavasana may be on your back, side of the body, You may have that incline, knees may be bent, and that'll take pressure off into the lower back if you are lying on your back. And then just making your way into Shavasana if you haven't already. Letting your breath soften. Your eyes are closed and your eye socket's heavy. Your lips come together and then they part. Let your neck muscles soften, release. Let your shoulder muscles all down your arms soften, release. Your chest, your belly, your pelvis, soften, release. Coming down your legs, past your knees, down your shins, your calf muscles, your ankles, and then out your feet, softening, releasing. We'll be in Shavasana for a few more minutes. I will call you back when it is time. Slowly coming back, noticing your breath, noticing the calm around you, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, a shift through the body. If you're lying on your back, bending through the knees, taking your right arm overhead, and then rolling over to the right side to fetal. Let yourself take a moment here. Coming up, using the strength within your arms to a comfortable seated position. Relax your shoulders. Hands to your heart center. Thank you everyone for joining me, sharing your practice with me. Namaste.